Hello, my name is Silent Gibbon and I'm the owner of the trustisyou.com, and I want to teach people so you can save tons of taxes because the Spendthrift Trust, it's going to save you so much money. This trust is legal, patented, in the IRS Tax Code 643B. It's going to save you in four ways to save you money. Number one, you're going to save federal taxes year after year, generation after generation. Number two, you're going to keep your information 100% private. Unfortunately, your LLC, S Corp, or C Corp, that's statutory law, and I can write a Freedom of Information letter to the Secretary of State or the Corporation Commission and get all that information. Number three, I can't stop you from being sued, but you will pay no judgments if you are sued. Could save you thousands and thousands of dollars. And number four, there is a new 2024 Corporation Transparency Act that's coming out January 1st, 2024 that is going to be extremely ugly to work with. If you have the Spendthrift Trust, you won't have to worry about that anymore. It's an amazing thing. Now, this trust does come from England way back when King Henry VIII started the Church of England. Yes, he's the same king who got in trouble for chopping off his wives' heads. He decided, hey, let's make a church instead. So he went to go tax the lords and ladies of England. They went further back into history to the Magna Carta. So this is contract law in England and came to the colonies while we were still a colony of England. The law firm I work on behalf of has a trust that is turning 350 years old in 2023. This trust is as legal can be. But back when the current IRS Tax Code went into effect, February of 1913, the Barron families, the Rockefellers, the DuPonts, the Carnegies, and the Kennedys all put this into a tax code, way up high, 643B. I'll never be an accountant. I transpose numbers. I'm dyslexic, but most accountants work in the 300, 400 level. Most accountants have never even heard of this trust because they aren't lawyers, and only 4% of all attorneys are trust attorneys. Now, 97% of all trusts that are sold in the United States are what my mom and dad had and what Susie Orman talks about. That's called a family trust, and the only thing it does is avoid going through probate. It does not save you taxes, keep your information private, keep you from being sued or paying judgments if you're sued, and won't save you from the 2024 Corporation Transparency Act. This trust is not your mom and dad's trust. It could save you thousands and thousands of dollars. Now, there are going to be four trusts that I'm going to talk about here real quick. The first trust is going to be the business trust. This is for any business owner or people making 1099 income. I can legally say you will save at least 70% on your federal taxes year after year, generation after generation. The majority of my clients are saving between 90 to 95% on their federal taxes every single year. I personally saved 92% on my 2022 taxes. Yay, Sally! Now, just to give you an idea, that I just worked with somebody who is has an Amazon store that sells dog chew toys. Kind of a fun story. She got laid off during COVID. She had to figure out what she was going to do. She's a single mom of 3 kids, and they have 2 dogs. She's like, wow, we go through dog chew toys so quickly here. Let me start selling them. She's doing quite well with her Amazon and eBay store. In the last 3 months of 2022, she was making quite a bit of money. She didn't know she'd have to pay so much money in taxes. She's at 35% tax rate. There are 7 different tax rates from 10% to 37%, 7 different tax rates, and 4 ways to file your taxes. With what we're doing for her, we're going to save her over $42,000 every single year. Again, $42,000 every single year because she's making so much money with her online store. She's going to start taking that money and saving it, putting it aside for her kids to go to college. She has a 12-year-old, a 10-year-old, and an 8-year-old, and she has never put money aside to help them go to college. What a beautiful story. That's the business trust. Again, I'm asking you to set a 30-minute tax breakthrough session with me. If you go out to the trustisyou.com/scheduling, you can set a 30-minute tax breakthrough session with me. What I'm going to ask you is how much did you pay in 2022 and how you file your taxes. And we can do, I'll give you the exact figure or the approximate figure of what you're going to be getting. Beneficial trust. This is for all investors. This is why I got involved with it. I was on a payment plan for my 2019 taxes. Yeah, I made too much money in capital gains, hence the title of my podcast, Stop Paying Capital Gains Now. I was paying too much in capital gains, and I got on a payment plan. In July of 2020, I took down the deal of the week in my real estate group. It was a bank-owned reverse mortgage. Unfortunately, the woman had passed away. I got the contract for $20,000. It was going to go to sale for $50,000. I'm going to make $30,000 in between that sale price. I'm not even going to lift a hammer. Beautiful investment deal. Remember the date, July 2020, middle of COVID. All the court systems are shut down. I had to wait for 13 months. I sold it August 28th, 2021, yes. And it went to auction, and it went up to over $64,000. All I had to do was 2 simple bill of sales on my own. I Googled it. One bill of sale from my LLC. I took the Rocky Mountain, North Carolina property from my LLC to my name. And then the second bill of sale from my name to the trust name. I drove to the bank, got them both notarized. At the bank, I handed the banker $10 when he did the first notarization. He handed the $10 back to me when he did the second notarization. He put it down that there was consideration done. Went home, scanned the 2 documents, sent them to the attorney in Raleigh, North Carolina. At this time, I'm living in Phoenix. The attorney in Raleigh, North Carolina, next day said, I need the first page of your trust. Because I did less than 2 hours of work, when my reverse mortgage, bank-owned reverse mortgage house finally went to auction, I saved over $10,580 on that first deal in the trust. Yay, Sally. I love this. With the beneficial trust, if you're an investor, you will stop paying short-term and long-term capital gains, interest income, dividend income, rental income, and royalties. Think about this. Year after year, generation after generation. It can save you so much money. Again, I'm going to ask you to set an appointment with me for a 30-minute tax breakthrough session at thetrustisyou.com/scheduling. Because if I can help you save money, that would be fantastic. Now, there's also a charitable trust. If you have a nonprofit, you can run all your money through the charitable trust. The 501. I shouldn't give you these numbers. I don't have it in front of me. 5013C, I think. And then you can also get grants that you'll never have to pay back. Beautiful thing. And then the final trust I talk about is a senior trust. This is for people who are over the age of 65 and on Medicare. This is a kind of an interesting thing. Most people are broke by the time they're 65. That's why I have my nonprofit, www.learnwithsallymarie. That's to help you get out of debt. But on the senior trust, they're in October of 2023, the IRS is going to go back to anybody who was on Medicare in 2021. They're going to check all 1040 tax returns and see if anyone on Medicare was making more than $91,000. It's going to affect your Part B of Medicare. Part B are your doctors and your tests. This is called IRMA, Income Related Monthly Adjustable Amount. If you made more than $91,000, you'll pay more for your Part B. Currently, most people are paying about $166 a month from their Social Security to pay for Part B. If you made more than $170,000, you're going to start paying the federal government for Part B of your Medicare. So if I can help you do that, it is a blind trust. A lot of people don't like that. So it depends. I'd love for you to make an appointment with me. We'll have a 30-minute tax breakthrough session, and I will go through which trust you should be looking at. This trust is legal, patented, in the IRS Tax Code. It's going to save you in 4 very important ways. Save you federal taxes year after year after year, generation after generation. It's going to keep your information 100% private. I can't stop you from being sued, but you will not pay any judgments if you do get sued. And then also, if you don't know anything about this 2024 Corporate Transparency Act bill that's going to go into effect January 1st of 2024, please email me. I will send you a 4-page document and a 54-page document. This is a little bit of a scary law. If you do not fill out the paperwork correctly, Let's say you do the paperwork but do not do it correctly. They are going to charge you $500 a day that it has been incorrect. If you don't fill out the paperwork, you could be charged either $10,000 or 2 years in jail or both. This is going to affect anyone who has an LLC, a corporation, doing business as, Indian tribes, and everybody else. Please reach out to me if you would like more information. If I can help you, please comment on my things to say, hey, I want to save taxes. Thank you for listening to me. I hope you have a beautiful weekend. Take care.